What's going on, my YouTube people? Sunday evening out here on the left coast. It's like 6:20. I tried to get this done so it'd be a little lighter, but didn't work out that way. I had some things come up. This is getting back to Harshman Hills challenge to make a tiny stove. I think I got the dimensions right. And you're privy to the first test. I'm gonna give it a boil water test, approximately 20 ounces of water. I'll show you. I put some ice cubes in it, getting good cold. I'll build a fire in it, and then we'll put it on. We'll time it and see how long it takes to get it to a rolling boil. So let me get a fire going here. I'll just give you a little shot of the stove and the water. So hang in there. Let me get a little light going here. Okay, so here's a little stove, a little make-do trivet. The other one will be, it's exactly, or darn near exactly like the little Nero stove. Okay, but keep in mind that's a beta version. Here's mistake down up there. Got some ice cubes in that water. Can you see that? Yeah. All right. Anyway, got some ice cubes in there to get it good and cold. And let me get a blaze going in here. And yeah, let me get a blaze going in here, and we'll come right back, okay? And we'll get that water on there. See how long it takes. Okay, so got some fuel in there. Let's see if we can get a spark going. Yeah, Nathan 4071. There we go, a little fat wood. Yeah, we'll get us a good fire going in there. Get some good embers going, and we'll get that trivet back on there, and then put that water on there and put the timer on it. So be right back. Okay, so added some fuel, got some decent embers going in there, and so after toying around with these little stoves for a while, I would highly recommend anybody that doesn't have one to get one of these little pocket bellows. They are, I'll tell you what, a real helper. Instead of leaning over and blowing into there, you can really apply some air where you need it to be. So let's let that get going good again, and I'll check back in with you, huh? All right. So we had got those embers going good. Now I got a couple larger pieces of wood on there. Some Northern California oak there. Results may vary, I suppose, but got the trivet on there now. I'm going to step around here and grab our cup of, let's see, hopefully it's still ice water. Let's take a peek here. And well, it looks like the ice is done. There's a little tiny piece of ice in there. Little tiny piece of ice. So, this Stanley cup, we'll get this Stanley cup on here. Starting now. We're going to start our clock. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Running right now. So key is keeping it stoked. Let's see how long it takes to get it to a rolling boil. I'll check back in a couple. Okay, so here we are. 12 minutes, 40 seconds. It was starting to bubble a little bit at the 10-minute mark, and I had to add some wood, and then I had to get after it with that pocket bellows again to get it to kick off again. But as you can see, it's rolling. That's good and hot. And then I think 20 ounces is quite a bit of water. I'm not quite sure what like a Mountain House takes. I'm guessing like 16 ounces, or I can't remember, but there you go. It's rolling good there. And that's at 13 minutes. And you know, if you worked it with I think smaller pieces of wood, because you can see a lot of pieces of the wood is sticking out of the feed port, I think it you might be able to concentrate the heat a little more. Like I said, this is the first test with this little stove that Harshman Hills put out that challenge for me. So anyway, there you go. Yeah, I guess that's rolling, huh? So I'm gonna put this fire out, and then I'll check back in a little bit and in the shop and let all this cool down and talk just a tiny bit more. Okay, see you in a bit. Can't always get what you want. That's not true. All right, so back inside, and hope you guys enjoyed the fire and the boiling of the water. I grabbed a Mountain House, and 1 2/3 cups, like 13 ounces, is all the Mountain House. One of the Mountain Houses I grabbed takes. So I guess I boiled a lot more water than I needed to. That was 20 ounces. I think the little Nero stove, the smallest one before I designed this one, was 7 minutes to boil. I think we did 16 ounces of water, so that's 2 cups of water. So we did 16. Yeah, we did 2 1/4. No, 20 ounces, 16 and 4. 2 cups and 4 ounces. Wow. You'd think math would be a fairly strong suit, right? Anyway, I can see that it would take, I'm going to fart around with some of the ventilation holes. The holes that I put in there are 1/2 inch. The other little stove are 3/4. If I got room to put them in there, we're dealing with such small, compact space in the material. I think I can get it done. I also might change the angle of the feed port, so when you put your fuel in, it wants to fall in more. So that would be rework the holes in the back panel. And then, I don't know, I'd like to see the tray that sticks out beyond the feed port, like when you start feeding fuel in there, stick out a little further because it wants to burn back. I mean, we don't want it to grow and get huge, because the idea is to keep it compact and lightweight. In James's situation, where he's using the fire pucks, that's not an issue. It doesn't matter, but you want to have a stove that does both, to where if you wanted to take some fuel with you, say you took 4 or 5 of those with you, and you couldn't find any twigs or branches or something that you could baton up to use, you'd have those fire pucks. In which case, that would work out great. Like I think he said, they last like 20 minutes. But with natural fuel, I think that was a success there. It's going to take a little more dialing in, but there's your challenge, buddy. I got to get back to work. I got one I'm working on for plain old Chuck. I'll get it done for you, buddy. A couple days should go out. Other than that, weight. Let's see. It's all but one trivet and the fire tray and the little bolt and the wing nut. This is where we're at. Can you see that? A pound. Yeah, just a little over a pound. So, yeah. It's quite a bit lighter than the little Nero, and it definitely is more compact. I am going to do a different deal than the wing nut, so it has a lower profile. I think I'll turn down some aluminum in the lathe and thread it and put some knurling on it and make a nice knob. So it's flatter when you put it in your pack, or if you put it in your back pocket, because it's small enough to put in your back pocket. So, cool challenge. Thanks. I accepted it. I win. Is there a prize for this? Do I get some kind of prize? Just kidding. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Have a good week. Stay well, and be checking in later. Hopefully we get those numbers up so Red can finish out that giveaway. I think some people are getting anxious. Shout out to Bill Melton. Thanks, buddy, for your fire today and the shout my way. Appreciate it much. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon.